This next topic is going to be quite small, and it's important that you know about it. And this is deleting internal tables. First of all with header lines, and then with work areas. When working with internal tables, you will see that there are many occasions when you want to delete all the records of the internal table in one go. And this obviously depends on the specific task you are trying to complete with your program, and whereabouts in the program flow you are. As an example, if you were to fill an internal table whilst you were inside a higher level loop, more often than not, you will need to make sure your table is empty at the start of the loop, so that when the next iteration of the loop comes around, you are not left with any records from the previous iteration. Now there's a certain sequence of tasks that you should really adhere to when deleting the contents of an internal table with a header line. First, you have to make sure you clear out the header line, then make sure you clear out the body of the internal table. So let's have a look at the code and see exactly how we would do this. So I've loaded in one of the previous examples where we fill an internal table. And it's very simple. There's our internal table. We have a select statement to fill it, then a simple write statement to help with debugging. So now, once we've used our internal table, we want to clear it out. So first of all, clear out the header line, and we use the clear statement. Very simple. And all we do is say clear and then the table name. And this will clear out the header line only. By specifying the internal table after the clear statement, the header line will be wiped clean, meaning all fields will be set to their initial value. Then, to deal with the table body that contains all your records, we use the clear statement again, but this time we use 2 square brackets at the end of the table name. So all we do is this, followed by 2 square brackets. And this results in all the records from the body of the table being deleted. Now there is another way of clearing out the records of a table, and that's by using the refresh statement. And the syntax is super simple. All we do is say refresh and the table name. And by using this statement, you delete all the records in the table, but you still have to keep in mind your header record still contains values. It is untouched by the refresh statement. So just remember to use the clear statement that we defined first. Now before moving on, there's actually another statement. And this one is called the free statement. And as you might guess, this syntax is super simple again. All we do is type free and then the table name. Now, not only does this statement empty out the records from the internal table, but it also frees up the memory being used by your program. It doesn't mean your internal table no longer exists. It just means that it's been emptied out of memory. So if you need to access the internal table again, maybe to fill it with records, then you can do so. It's just that the program, when it does that, needs to reserve the memory space again. So the free statement does, the same job as the clear statement with the 2 square brackets and the refresh statement, but it has the added benefit of emptying out the memory used from your program. It clears it out, so it releases the memory to be used by some other process. And just like with the other 2 statements, the header line is unaffected, so don't forget to use the clear statement to clear your header line.